Hey guys, welcome back to Bullhornbeach. Today we're going to look at the Paul method of navigation. Stay with me, we'll get started. Okay, so the Paul method comes right off of Dave Canterbury's YouTube channel. You can go over there and check that out. There's a series called No Map, No Problem. Pretty cool series, I really enjoyed it. So what I want to do today is I want to test myself to see if I can make this work. I'm going to walk around. I've got a path around here that I know where it goes, so I'm going to take the bearings and distances on that using pacing beads, my pace count, my Brunton compass, and I've got my Write in the Rain notebook and a pencil. We're going to take those, we're going to walk around here and see how close we can come. I'm going to use this burn barrel as my starting and ending point, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up right back over here just inside the wood line, and I'm going to see how close my pace count is and the bearing is to getting right back to this burn barrel again, basically where we're standing right now. My pace count is 62 paces for 100 yards. My land is so thick out here that it's hard to walk a straight line that far, so I broke it down into 100 feet segments, and I may even have to break that down farther. So I've got on flat terrain 22 paces to 100 feet. So 22, 44, 66, that's close. This morning I did it, I counted 62. So anyway, that's relatively close. We'll see how well that does. I'm gonna see how close I can get to this burn barrel. I'll bring the camera over there, we'll put a map on the ground when I get done, and we'll bring you back then. Okay, looking through the compass like gun sights, it's got this little thing on top of it here. We got the needle in the doghouse pointing north. I'm just aiming at a tree over there. That's a bearing of about 240. So we'll write that down. Bearing 240. I'll count the distance. I'll bring you guys back in a bit. Okay, so I made it around the path, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different bearings and pace counts. I'm going to have to do some calculations on here because my pace count was based on either 100 feet or 100 yards over here, and several of those were less than that distance, so I'm going to have to calculate those out. I'll get right back to you. Okay, so we got all our calculations done. I'm going to use my tent pegs to draw out this map on the ground right here. Anyway, the burn barrel is right over here. I'm guessing it's 40 to 50 feet. I don't know exactly. So anyway, we want to draw out this map on the ground with the bearings and distances that I got from my walk around the area here. So our first one, we started at the burn barrel. We had a bearing of 240. So if we put 240 on our compass, turn that to where the needle is in the doghouse, that is my starting point. We'll say 1 inch equals 10 feet. Now I do have the little ruler on the side there, but I just went and grabbed my tape measure for simplicity to make it easier for me. Okay, so 1 inch equals 10 feet. That needs to go out 67 feet, which is going to be about 6.5 inches. So we're going to say it's right there. Like that. Okay. Grab our bank line. I've already got a loop in that, so I'm just going to take it, wind it over that. Okay, go around like that. Okay. Next one, 190. So we put 190 in our compass. Put the needle in the doghouse. Okay, and that goes to there. A distance of 100 feet. So that's going to be 10 inches on here. So that metal screwing with my compass there. Okay, so there's our 10 inches there. Move that metal away. I guess that's why you don't use one of these. Alright, then we'll take this line, run it around that one as well. Okay, the next one. Okay, just check the camera settings, and I realize it's really hard to see these pegs in the ground, but we'll get through it. Okay, that was the first, that was the second leg. The third leg is a bearing of 225, total of 8 paces, which equals 38 feet. So we put 235 in our compass. Needle in the doghouse. Like so. 38 feet, which is going to be 3.8 inches, which is close to 3 7/8 maybe. Let's see here. We'll go with 3 7/8. So that's going to put one right there. Like I said earlier, there's not a lot of straight walking going on out here. Okay, I'm going to continue putting these distance and bearings in, putting the pegs in the ground, winding the string around, and I'll bring you back when I get over here. We'll see how close I am to getting back to the burn barrel. Okay, so we got our line laid out here. We got all our calculations done. We went. I know these are hard to see on camera, but we started here. That's our second point. This is the burn barrel. Second point, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8, 9, all the way around all of our points. And the bank line is hard to see on camera, I know. But anyway, we come over here to this last point. This is where we're at right now. Okay? So I'm going to take my compass, put it on this peg, put the needle in the doghouse, line it up with this peg, which is our the burn barrel, or your base camp, whatever you want to call it. So that's our last point. Put that on there, right there. So we're coming out to a reading of about 11 degrees. So it's 11 degrees on the compass from here back to our base point. And our tape measure tells us it is about 70 feet, 7 inches. 1 inch equals 10 foot, so 70 feet, that's correct. Okay, so write down our 11 degrees, 70 feet. Okay, now I'm going to measure that off, and I'm going to do a pace count on it, see how many paces it is, and we'll calculate that up. About 12 paces on that one. Okay, so one of the things I also have learned in the bushcraft world is that guys change clothes out in the woods all the time, so I'm just following suit here. Okay, no, not really. I'm gonna splice in a piece of video here. I forgot probably the most important step in this navigation of the Paul method, and that is when I counted off my paces to the burn barrel, I didn't have my compass in my hand. That's kind of important. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I've got my notebook that says we were at 11 degrees, and I think we had 12 paces. I don't remember exactly now. That was a few days ago. But I'm going to dial in 11 degrees on my compass, and I'm going to walk the same path. I'm standing where we had the map on the ground. I'm going to walk the same steps, keep this on 11 degrees, and see how close I come to the burn barrel. Hit it, Orion. Okay, so with our compass at 11 degrees, I ended up, what, about 4 feet from the burn barrel. That is close enough for this hacker. Do a 12 divided by 21 gives me 57 feet. On the ground, I came up at 70 feet. Out here, I came up at 57 feet, actually measuring it. That's not bad, and in my opinion, that's close enough. if you're that close to where you're going anyway, you're going to see your destination. So that's close enough for me. I'm happy with those results. Okay, so anyway guys, that was my little test for myself of the Paul method of navigation. Happy with the results. I came out about 13 feet off of my target. If you're going miles or kilometers, you definitely want to be more strict and making sure you get everything right. For my purposes, it worked out great here. This little button compass, it worked great too. I'll put a link down below if you're interested in looking at one of those. We've also got a Twitter page started now. You can follow us on Twitter. We've got a Facebook page. It's a Bullhornbeach Facebook page. You can follow us there. But thanks guys for watching here at Bullhornbeach. Until next time, get out in the woods. I'm guessing.
Baby. I love you, you big stud.
My wife's yelling at me. Hi, honey. I can't get it right. I am rambling again.